Muallim, he was born in a family of Gnawa. His late father, Muallim Abdullah bin Ja'far, Allah yarhamu, he was a great Muallim in the Fez area, and also known all over Morocco, because that's the thing about becoming a master in Morocco. You don't stay stuck to just your local or regional repertoire. You have to know all the other schools, basically. So there's different schools of Gnawa. The main big categories would be the Shemali in the north, and then you have the Marsawi, and then you have Genga south, and you have Fez. Those are like at least 4 schools. You can even find other smaller subcategories of that. But a Muallim in Morocco has to know all of those schools, so because they can get summoned from another city, and then when you get to that city, you can't play the repertoire that you were used to playing in your city. So when his father from Fez was invited to play in Casablanca, he has to play Casablanca order. And if he goes to Tangier, which is the north, you have to play the Tanja style. So you always have to give them what they want. And that's what's amazing. And it sounds really easy, but no, it's really hard. And it's very overwhelming, the amount of information you have to know. And Muallim Hassan, being born in a family like that, absorbed all of that very, very young, very early, and was part of a Zawiya. What we call Zawiya is like the closest equivalent would be like cultural center, but it's way more informal, way more African in terms of the oral roots and the apprentice master relationship, where for years you'll just run errands for masters, and you'll just get tools for building the instruments. And then when the Muallim in question, so in this case his father, he gives them the Gimri. He's like, all right, why don't you play one piece, or 2 pieces, and then he sees that he does a good job, and then he gives him more responsibility, and then at some point he'll send him on his own for other cities while he has other gigs. And that's kind of the lifestyle of the Gnawa people, is that they learn it from the elders, and they learn how to do everything. It's not just the music. You learn how to build the instruments. So for example, the Gimri, if you can see, so it's a big one piece instrument which is carved from a tree trunk. So it's not like slabs of wood. It's like one tree trunk that's carved into that shape. And then they use camel skin to make the skin of the head. And that's what makes it really percussive when the Muallim hits the skin. And then you have the strings, which are gut strings from the goat. And so everything is 100% organic, natural, and handmade. And it can take 2 weeks, right, Al-Muallim? Yes. It can take 2 weeks to make it from scratch. So it's a lot of work. And then you have the castanets, which we call the qraqab. They're also handmade, and you have to know how to do that. So in a way, basically, when you become a Gnawa master, you'll become a blacksmith, you'll become a carpenter, you're gonna become all the jobs. And it's really fascinating to see that just 50 years ago, there were still people like that, and thanks for people like Muallim who are still with us today, that they are still representing this. But unfortunately, a lot of this is gone. Like the new generation, they're just kind of going straight for the music. But at the same time, because of all this, what's gained is now, like, we're able to do a Zoom today about Gnawa, because now Gnawa music is popularized. It's become worldwide known. There's festivals all over the world that play Gnawa. And people watch Gnawa videos on YouTube every day from all over the world. It's not just Moroccan. So that's the thing. It's you win some, you lose some. So, yeah, like I said, thanks to people like Muallim, we can still maintain the tradition as much as we can, Salam alaikum, Africa, salam alaikum. Yeah, mulana, ya mulana, ya mulana.